Hello, lovelies. It's T here from Golden Thread Tarot. I'm here to bring you another channeled message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Um, let's go ahead and get into it. How have you guys been feeling? I have been feeling a little bit low energy over the past few days, but it's cool. I've just been drinking a lot of water. I've just been resting, sleeping in a little bit more, just doing what I need to do, to level out my energy. Nothing bad, not feeling any kind of weirdness or anything. Just, the natural rhythm of my body. Wow, that didn't work at all. Let's try that again. Spirit didn't like me shuffling that deck like that, so I'm going to do it a different way. I definitely feel like we're going to have a strong ancestor message today. Definitely. I was hearing okay. Spirit's reminding me to write all the cards in this deck. So I really feel like if any cards are coming out in the reverse, I'm hearing read them in the upright. So I'm going to do that. I'm also hearing the song Unravel Me, okay? I mentioned this song in another reading not too long ago, and I couldn't remember who the artist was, but I keep hearing that song. I've been hearing it for the past like 2 days or so. And it's Claudio. Claudio is the artist's last name. Or Claudio. Sorry, I think it's Claudio. It's Sabrina Claudio. Unravel Me. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, my bad. But yeah, it's just in the song. It's just like I've been making excuses. I've been talking about the sun and the moon and, it's this and it's that. And it just must be the placement of the sun or the placement of the stars. I don't know. This is just not working out. And it's like this woman is making all of these excuses up as to why her relationship and why something just isn't working out. Oh, it must be the fall. It must be, it just must be the rise. It must be certain things about what's just going on right now as to why we're just not connecting or why we're just not working out. And it's like this woman coming to the realization, look, you'll just never unravel me. Like, you're just not the person for me. Okay. Like, you're just not the person for me. And, sorry, I thought I saw a card. Okay. Well, it'll come out if it's meant to. Yeah. So yeah, somebody here has been doing a lot of shadow work. Okay. Absolutely. Okay. Look. Right. Somebody's been setting a lot of intention, okay? Marriage grind with the shadow work. So this is my shadow work card in this deck. Somebody's been doing a lot of shadow work. Every once in a while, it can be like my marriage grind, can be like a spying card. But I'm not really getting that much, like maybe slightly, but more watching is in like looking into yourself, right? With that unravel me, like looking into yourself and just being like, look, I just don't, honestly, the more I get to know you, or the more I get to know somebody, I feel like there's somebody here that's just like, look, like, I just don't think this is going to work out. Like, I just don't think. Now, apply this as, let the energy resonate for it does for you, okay? This could be in a relationship. This could be a job. This could be a partnership. This could be, you could just be thinking, me and this roommate aren't going to make it. I'm really, the lease is coming to an end at the end of this year. I'm really thinking about moving, or I'm thinking about going somewhere else. It could be something like that. It could be like, this job is not for me, or, who knows? For some of you, it could be like, this hair color is just not, it's just not for me, right? So it's just like, look, it's just not me. It's just not vibing. Yeah. Wow. Handfast union. So definitely somebody here is just definitely coming to the realization that there is a union here that it's just not working for them, right? Any kind of union, some kind of contract here, right? This is giving me very like Hierophant, Two of Cups energy. Wow. Yeah. Somebody here. Oh, right. I was talking about doing the shadow work, balance. Look how it's like the light side and the shadow side, right? I really feel like somebody is really balancing out their energy here, doing a lot of shadow work, doing a lot of light work, balancing themselves out and realizing that there is a union here, right? That maybe perhaps it's just not for them, or maybe they're thinking, whatever I'm dealing with now, whoever I was in the past, or whatever was happening in the past is not for me. There's something else that I want to move towards in the future. Dedication. Yeah, somebody's dedicating themselves really closely to like their spiritual work. And that knife that was on there stood out a lot to me, okay? And that reminds me of the boundaries card that's in here. Somebody's learning how to put up proper boundaries in their life, for sure. Oh wow, look at that. A masculine. There's a masculine energy here that's doing a lot of shadow work, going inside and really thinking about a union here, doing a lot of balance with their light and their shadow side, right? And I think a lot of this has been happening in the fall, in the autumn, right? The color orange is really standing out to me too. Yes or no? Okay. Yeah, they just would say there's somebody here that's in their masculine energy now, whether or not this is a divine masculine or whether or not it's somebody who identifies with being a masculine or identifies with being a man. Okay, there's somebody here in their masculine energy. Okay, let the energy resonate as it does for you. That's just deciding, you know, they're just stepping into their masculine energy, doing a lot of shadow work on their masculine energy, and deciding that there's a union here. There's just something that's not for them, right? And it could be that there is a union that is right for this person. So what they are dealing with now is not for them, right? Protection, magic circle. So this person is really thinking about, they're really spending a lot of time protecting their energy, learning who serves them and who doesn't through this balancing out here, this balancing out energy. Yeah, yeah, the Wiccan Rye. Yeah. So there's somebody here that they're learning, like whatever, you know, whatever group, whatever mentality, philosophy, whatever it was, the point of it is something in the past is not working, and this person is trying to manifest in new energy through going inside, doing shadow work, finding this balance of their light and their shadow side, right? And trying to protect. For some of you here, there is a person that's doing a lot of work to protect a union, okay? To protect a union that they want in the future, okay? But this is not a union that this person is in right now. If that's the case, this is not a union this person is in right now. In fact, they might be leaving a union to go towards something else that they really want to commit themselves to here, okay? Or leaving, you know, a lifestyle, or leaving people, places, things, families, you know, could, you know, like I said, it could just be something simple as somebody here could be really looking at being like, I want to be in a union, so that means I need to close out the contract for the place that I'm living now so that I can move, or maybe I want to move in with that person here. But there's this big sense of protecting their own energy away from the past, right? They're like, I'm learning, this person is learning, this masculine energy is learning, I need to protect myself, right, from the past. Not ignore the past, but protect, because they've come to a realization here. The past just doesn't serve them, right? And like I said, people, places, things, jobs, whatever it is, they're just like, I want to leave that in the past and I want to go towards something else. Because there is something else here that this person wants to dedicate themselves to. There is something here that somebody wants to put a lot of, and with that altar card, it's giving me kind of like a sacrifice energy. Not as far as like, I'm going to slip something, you know, nothing like that, right? Like, not like, but it's like, they're understanding that for this dedication, there are going to be things in this life they're going to have to sacrifice, right? And whether or not that's their old self, old mindset, old friendships, old, you know, and whether or not it's, I like this apartment, but it's too far away from the person that I want to be in a relationship with. So I like this apartment, but I'll find something else because it's more convenient for me, right? Or I really love this job. I really love this job, but they're asking me to move away, you know? And it's like, well, I really love it here. I like it's close to my friends and my family, but this is my career, you know? It's something that matters to me. So whatever it is in the past, this person, I'm not necessarily saying that this person is done with it, but they are realizing that their energy would be best used somewhere else into the future to something that they actually want to really commit to. And they're doing a lot of commitment, sacrificing, giving up a lot to dedicate themselves to a particular goal or something they do want to go towards, right? And they are trying to very closely protecting that, especially if it's their manifestations. They're trying to manifest things. They could be kind of, the Seven of Swords could possibly come out because this person is kind of keeping things to themselves. The High Priestess could come out. I definitely saw the High Priestess when I was cutting the deck and shuffling it to prepare it. I will keep shuffling it, you know, and cutting the deck. But I definitely saw that as well as the Tower card. I think that's more like past energy. This person had a Tower moment and then they realized, oh, there's something else I want to go towards. I want to leave behind the past. But in the meantime, I need to do the shadow work to be able to have this union or have this new thing that I want to Hierophant energy have a contract with, right? And this could be, like I said, it doesn't just have to be in the context of a relationship. It could be anything, a job, a house, a new mindset. And yes, it could definitely be a relationship. Yeah, okay, so while I was trying to pick this deck up, wow, High Priestess ended up on the bottom of the deck right there, okay? The Worth Waiting For card came out over here in the angels and the romance angels. Divine timing is at play in your love life. So there's definitely some divine timing at play with this person being able to do this. What's this card over here? It's trying to show itself. Messenger, serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Wow, that's really reminding me of the Temperance card, right? This person got a message, Tower card, right? That really made them. Now, whether or not this is a divine message, whether or not it came through as an idea, like, wow, I really want this, or wow, I really need to change my life. I need to do something about it here. Yeah, this person was in very deep, like Nine of Swords energy here. feeling a lot of anxiety and worry about this. I feel like in the past, I'm feeling a lot more determination out of this person now. Yeah, they feel like there was something that they were that they were very dependent on, something that they were not using. They were not using their talents or their gifts or living up to their fullest potential, right? And whatever it is in the past they're leaving behind, they realize was stifling them, which is why they're in this protective energy now. I want to protect what I have coming towards me in the future. So yeah, yeah, for a lot of you, it is a union, it's some kind of celebration or a union or just good times celebrating, feeling a lot more like light, airy, like happiness energy. So for a lot of you, this person is making the decisions to cut karmic ties from the past, things that were holding them back, right? Lessons that they had yet to have learned. This person is learning those lessons and cutting those karmic ties so that they can dedicate themselves to something new. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Right. Six of Cups. This person wants some kind of union. Yeah. Wow. The Lovers in reverse. This person's made some kind of decision. Gonna be honest. Look at that. Look at how that halved right there. The Temperance card. Look at that. This person was Two of Pentacles, balancing two things, right? This Temperance card came in to harmonize, to bring harmony, right? And balance to this, right? To bring harmony and balance to this energy, right? Because this person wants union or wants some kind of union, wants some kind of something with somebody or something or a new version of themselves, right? Wow. And I'm gonna be honest with you, Empress card, right? I really feel like this is somebody else's separate energy here. Somebody here is, I want to pull some more cards on this before I speak on that. Death. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah. Somebody here, I really feel like here, it's giving me like, I just heard too little too late. I feel like there's an Empress energy or there's a feminine energy here that feels like they are moving on from something. They are not very passionate about something anymore. They're kind of like over it. There's just kind of over it. It's done. I'm moving on kind of energy. Okay. So you could be this person. You could be this Empress person that's like, I'm done with the past. I'm moving on. Okay. And I really feel like, for a lot of you, there is a person that has realized this is the person I want to be with. Now that you're moving on, this could be the one. Is right here on the back of the deck, right? Yeah, but I really feel like somebody here is like Four of Wands in reverse. I don't want this union anymore. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit, Empress? As soon as you're just like, you know what? I don't want you anymore. This person is like, I really actually want you. Get out. There's somebody here that's been freed. I really feel like both energies here have been freed. There's a masculine energy that's really wanted to come forward, have a 10 of Cups moment here, okay? But there is an Empress energy here that's kind of like, I'm over it. I'm kind of over it now. Shadow work. I feel like both have been doing shadow work. And in the shadow work, this masculine figured out, oh my gosh, this is the person that I want to be with. They're my Empress. And I feel like during the Empress's shadow work, they realized maybe I don't want to be with this masculine. They're not good. Exactly. I'm feeling a lot more burdens in this connection than I'm feeling freed, right? And I really feel like there's a feminine energy here that's feeling freed from walking away from a masculine energy. And now there's a masculine energy that's feeling a lot of burdens because they're just like, I feel like, yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Yeah, they're going through a death, they're going through an end, they're transforming this, and I really feel like that's causing a lot of burdens here, right? An Empress is walking away from the burdens of a relationship here, okay? And that there's a masculine energy that feels burdened by the fact that they're just now waking up and coming to the realization that, wow, they want this, right? And this Empress is like, you'll never unravel me. Maybe it, maybe it was just the timing, maybe it was the fall, maybe it was the moon, maybe it was the sun, maybe the stars just didn't align right. It is what it is. I guess it just wasn't meant to be. If it's meant for me, then it'll be there. But I'm kind of like whatever about it, right? It's kind of like, you know what? I'm kind of moving on from it. I'm kind of over it. That's what I just feel from this Ace of Wands in reverse. They've lost their passion. They've lost their want. They're, right? The Ace of Wands is about getting a passionate new beginning or a passionate fiery start to something. And this Empress is like, wah, wah. They're like, no, I'm over it. I'm over it, right? I'm in my bag, or that this person is like in their they're attracting. I think what's really happening here is that in the release, right? In the release of letting go of control issues that this Empress is going through, that is really triggering this masculine energy to have a lot of passionate energy and want to come rushing in. And want to come rushing in now that the Empress is like, I'm not chasing anymore, right? I'm not chasing anymore. I'm done with this. I'm chasing after my dreams. If I'm going to chase you, why would I chase you? I'll go chase my dreams. I'll go chase building my future, right? I'll go chase building my future. I'll go chase, you don't want me, cool. I'll go build something with somebody else who does actually want that, right? Who does actually want the right things. I feel free. Now this masculine energy is like, wait, right? Now there's a switch up in this energy, right? The runner is becoming the chaser is becoming the runner, right? Like, ugh, temperance, right? This balancing, switch up, harmony of energy, right? As usual. Because, like I said, it's divine time. You can't prevent this. It feels like a masculine energy here ran away for as long as they could. For as long as they could, they just pushed it and pushed it and pushed it. And then when you were like, okay, that's it, I'm done. I'm going to go be with somebody else. So that's it, I'm done. You know what? I'm not even interested in a relationship right now. I'm just going to go be by myself and go, build myself up and do all of this. And now this person is like, feeling an absence of your energy. Feeling an absence of your energy is forcing this person to come forward. They feel defenseless against the fact that it's time now, right? The wheel is spinning around. Also, I really feel like this masculine energy, that tower this masculine energy went through might have freed them up a lot from, look at that, freed them up a lot. And now they want to come forward. I'm hearing like way long overdue apology with this Page of Cups here, okay? I really feel like this all is falling under the shadow work that's been happening here, moon, right? It's been happening all in this like mystery moon, kind of what's happening. And now that this Empress figure here is like, okay, I know what I don't want, and it's this. So fuck that, right? Now suddenly here comes some other type of energy in here. Let's talk about union. Let's talk about this union card. Oh, this is the moon came right back out. It's like intuitively knowing that there is, I'm hearing a plane travel overhead over my house as well right now. It's like intuitively knowing that there's supposed to be more, there's supposed to be something different here. But it's also intuitively knowing that, going with your feelings, going with your emotions, intuitively knowing that I'm done. Like, there isn't, with the Six of Pentacles in reverse, there isn't equal give and take here. There is something missing here. And you know what, if I can't figure it out, then I'm just going to, if it's not for me to figure out right now, then I'm just going to kind of, and it's not necessarily like a give up energy. It's more like a surrender energy. I'll just surrender to the universe and say, hey, you know what? If something is supposed to happen here, I'll surrender. I'll let go of my control issues and allow this to happen as it does. And there's been a big energy here of releasing, right? Of cleansing, of energy releasing here, for sure. And as you're releasing, King of Wands, now suddenly somebody wants to come forward and get off their ass. Now somebody's like, oh, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like somebody's like, no. I wanted her. I wanted, no. This is what I want. I was just fucking around. Like, well, you fucked around a little too long. It's kind of the feeling that I get. Like, exactly. Like, nah, right? Exactly. I said I was getting the Hierophant off of this union energy. I'm like, right? Nah. You played a little too many games, right? You played a little too many games. You hid a little bit too much. You were causing a lot of injustice, right? It was not balanced. The scales of justice were not balanced. The scales of giving and taking were not balanced. This person hid their feelings, hid how they really felt, hid what they really wanted. And I really feel like what this person wanted the whole time was union, but they hid it. They wouldn't come forward. They wouldn't claim it. They wouldn't do anything about it, right? So there was no longevity here, right? This Empress is like, I'm looking for something I'm looking for something I can invest in. I'm looking for somebody, I really feel like this is a person that, if this is, a person that you were dealing with in the past, it was a person that gave you, breadcrumbed you, gave you a little bit here, gave you a little bit there, or never said anything in general. I feel like for a lot of you, over half, I feel like for over half of you, I think you would be surprised if you're thinking, oh, I know who this person is. You don't. That's what I'm hearing. Like you don't, like you're not, like you don't even know for real how this person felt because they never expressed to you. They never felt to you. You might know intuitively, like I said, but this person never gave you any sign or never said anything, never gave you any kind of communication. So if this is an ex that you had a relationship that they were on and off with, or it was a situationship, it's not that person. It's somebody else. It's somebody that never even came forward, that never even, this is like somebody who's just watching you in the background, just like shine and do your thing. And they're just like, all they can see is you. Like, I see like somebody like watching you just like walk away, like Eight of Cups. And they're just like, as you're getting further and further away, they're kind of like, but like, fuck, I should have said something when they were standing right next to me. Now they're way over there. Like, what am I doing? Like, it's literally like a person that's like the very last moment, like as you're about, like in the Eight of Cups, as you're like walking over that little last hill, and they really got that sinking feeling of, holy shit, this person is really moving away from me. Like they're really leaving. It's really over. This is going to be it. And this person is like, I can't let it happen. You know, like, yeah, I can't let it happen. I have to have union with this person. I have to come rushing forward. You know, this person knows. They know. They knew what they were doing. They knew that, you know, that they were waiting, that they were keeping you in this confusion energy. Like, what is this? Exactly. Hello? They knew what they wanted, right? They knew what was going to give them happiness. Y'all see that sun card back there? They knew what was going to give them happiness. They knew what they wanted. They knew. They had this enlightenment, and they knew, right? But yet they hid it. Yeah. King of Swords, somebody who's not very emotionally, they hid it. Somebody that's more in their mind. In their mind the whole time they wanted union. They wanted to be with you. They wanted you. They were dreaming about you and wanting you and desiring you, you know. But this is literally like somebody who's like, this is literally like a friend who's been in love with you for years that never said anything. This is literally like that person at your job that you walk past every day and you go, hey, good morning, Mike. And they're like, hi, how are you? And you're like, oh yeah, he's a nice guy. And you just go on about your business, but inside they're so in love with you that even seeing you or you know, they might walk through the office and be like, oh, it smells like so-and-so. You know, it smells like Collective over here. Oh, they're like the love of my life. I love them so much. And it's not in a creepy way. It's not like a creepy, like, oh, that person. But they're literally just like a person that's like, I just never said anything. I just never said anything. I've loved you for so long. And I just never said anything. I never told you how I feel. I never shot. This is a person that just never took their shot. They never shot, you know, they never did it. This person, you know, they're like the opposite of that. I'm just shoot my shot. Like, no, they were just like, I'm just hold on to, no, I guess not, you know. Damn. But they knew how they felt. Exactly. They knew. King of Pentacles, right? Maybe this is a boss. Maybe this is somebody that felt like that they were, yeah, but they were, perhaps maybe this is the type of person that would, I'm really getting like a love at first sight kind of energy from this person. Like they knew, like they were just like, holy crap. But they were also King of Swords, that type of person that goes, don't be stupid. You don't know them. You can't be in love with them. Just move on. You know, like it's not like that. You know, like just stop. You know, like cut it out. Like it's not a real thing. Like move on, right? They knew, like they had this feeling in their gut. They knew intuitively just like you did, but they hid their feelings the whole time, which is why this person was coming out as a Seven of Swords, because they were hiding how they really felt about you the whole time. And they were just like, I know how, and deep down inside, they knew how they feel, but they shoved it away. They kind of just like threw away their intuition. They were kind of just like, nah, it's not a real thing. That's not a thing. Like, get over it. Like, move on. Like, it can't be that. Just push through it, you know, because it's this King of Pentacles is a very type of person. Not only that is like, you know what, I'm just going to work. I'm just going to stick to my, you know, like I said, if this is a person like you worked with, they were just like, no, I'm not going to risk, you know, fraternization is against policy. Like that is my employee or that is something like that. Like, nope. You can't like them. You can't like them. Just get over it. You know, get over it. Maybe you were in a relationship when this person first met you. Maybe you've been in a relationship. You know, you could have gotten out of a relationship and now you're kind of in the process of healing and moving on. Maybe looking to be with somebody else, or maybe you're talking to somebody else and moving on. And this is a person that's just been like, I missed my shot. Like I had my opportunity. Like I had the opportunity to do this. and I didn't take it. Like, what am I doing? Like, wait, kind of energy. Like, oh, what? They knew how they exactly. What did I just say? Not at first, like, wait. They're gonna come galloping, like rushing in, like, hold up, like, bring me my horse. Like, I've got to go on the and bring this message right now to collective. Rushing in at the last minute, and you're just like, you what? And they're like, I've been in love with you this whole time. Like, what do you mean? Like, you barely even talk. Like, what do you mean? I'm like, huh? Like, why did you never say anything? And this person was doing a lot of healing. Remember how I was saying in the very beginning, they've been doing this, like, the shadow work. They felt like they could not. They felt like they could not shoot they felt like they weren't healed enough, or there was whatever it was, their old psychologies, their old thought process about love. Oh, it's not real. Twin flames is not real. Soulmates is not real. Love at first sight, not real. Like, get real with yourself. Come on now. You got to get real with yourself, all right? Like, this is not that, okay? And it's kind of like a situation like that where this person had to do a lot of healing. A lot of healing. I feel like this has been a person that you haven't talked to in some years for a lot of you. This isn't a person that you just recently broke up with. This isn't that toxic ex coming running back. This is not that person, okay? So think outside of the box about it, because this is not, whoever that very first person that you were like, no, I don't want them. They were toxic. They hurt me so much. It's not that person, okay? It's not that person. Yeah, but right? They're like, you're my match. They're realizing that you're my match. But see how these people are looking away from each other? They're just like, you're my match. But down here on the board, though, when I laid this down, they are looking at each other, right? When I lay it down on the board, it's the opposite. So in the past, I really felt like it's like a matter of perspective. Yeah, and they don't want you to leave. Just 1 second, you guys. Sorry about that. Wow, this is interesting. It was the Two of Cups that tried to come out. Yeah. Wow. I feel like once upon a time, you might have had feelings for this person, and you thought that they would. This could have been a person that you're like, I think they have feelings for me. Will they ever say anything? Like, maybe you could tell. Like I said, once upon a time, you could kind of tell this person like had feelings for you, or kind of liked you, or had a little crush on you, or something like that. And you're like, I wonder if they'll ever say anything. And they never did. So you just went, oh, well, I guess they really don't like me. And you just went on about your business, right? You're like, oh, I guess they don't like me. All right, maybe I was just misreading that. Maybe they're just really friendly, or maybe something else, right? Or like I said, at the time you were in a relationship, or you were taken, or something like that, and this person was just like, they're in a relationship with somebody else, I can't. Or like I said, you worked there, and and it was against policy for them to talk to you, or for them to try to date you, or something like that. I think in the meantime, since you've either left that job or left that relationship, and you're going about your business, and in the meantime this person has probably also left that job, possibly. They've definitely changed a lot. They've definitely been going inside a lot. They've been doing a lot of balancing work within themselves, okay? They're cutting themselves from old karmic ties, and they're waking up to their destiny. Whether or not they are, because they are still coming out here as a King of Pentacles, King of Swords, right? So maybe perhaps they haven't all the way woken up to the spirituality of this possible union, or this relationship, or like the deeper spiritual purpose to it. That doesn't mean that this person isn't spiritual or isn't religious, okay? This person, yeah, I just have this feeling that this person might not be as like deeply into it as you are, a collective, okay, about it. But they know what they feel. They know how they feel. They know what they feel. They're admiring you. They're yeah, look at that. But they're really holding back. Hmm. It's weird that this person is coming out as a match to you in the 3D, but Yeah, I just said that, right? That they're a match to you in the 3D, but they're not as aware of the intuitive nature, right? The spiritual aspect of this relationship, possibly not as much as you are. You are a lot more, right? This person, instead of being a king, this person is more like a page, right? I did say that, right? They're learning more. They're waking up to the purpose of this. They're making choices, making decisions. They've experienced a tower moment. Maybe they're waking up to their spirituality, And as they're waking up to their spirituality, they keep thinking about you, and you keep going, coming in their mind and coming in their mind and coming in their mind, and they're waking up, and they're experiencing more things, and they're seeing signs, and they're kind of putting it together, and they're starting to do research, and they're starting to get into it and kind of put the more spiritual side to all the things that they're seeing and they're believing, and it's kind of all coming together. And in the background of their mind, you keep playing, and they're just like, why does this person keep playing in my mind? Like, and they're just like, that first intuitive feeling, or that first, maybe they wouldn't even call it an intuitive feeling. Maybe they would call it, at first they might have really been like, oh, I was very lustful over this person, I just wanted them, because they were much more 3D with it, right? So this person hasn't completely woken up to like the more spiritual side. Maybe they don't understand why they feel so attracted to you or so drawn to you. They're starting to wake up to spirituality. This person could be possibly coming back into your life, or coming somewhere around to like, I know that I'm drawn to you. I don't know exactly why. This person might not even be able to put it into words. They might not understand words like the context, like we would if I say a karmic or a person, a lesson or something like that. But they're having a lot of dreams about you. They're having a lot of, I'm hearing nightmares about you being with somebody else, and they're waking up being like, why does that scare me so much? Why does the thought of that person being with somebody else scare me so much? Like, why is that like haunting my dreams? This person does feel more like you're haunting their dreams more so than they're having dreams about you, because the dreams might feel good, exactly, but then when they wake up, they're just like why? Like, why is this happening? Yeah. This person is being, there's a brand new cycle. Something is ending here, I think, for both of you, and a brand new cycle is beginning in this relationship, whatever it is that you have, this connection, maybe I should say something closer to, because it doesn't feel like a relationship. It feels more like a connection that you have with this person. There is a new energy is coming into it, right? This person is still having a hard time. I saw the Four of Pentacles. This person is still having a hard time letting go of some things in their life, possibly, that are like holding them back. Yeah, they haven't really took that leap of faith into, I feel like you probably were like, spirituality, sploosh, right? Like, and you dove, because you're here, you're watching tarot, you're probably, have acknowledged that you're on a journey, that you're on a soulmate journey, that you're learning from karmics, that you're doing this, you're a lot more spiritually awakened, right? Quote unquote woke, right? Right? You're a lot more aware of spirituality. You probably believe in a lot more of the signs and symbols that you're shown. This person is a lot more like, kind of like pen and paper, factual kind of testing, in a lab testing kind of person, right? But they're starting to have the faith. They're starting to open up. They're starting to be like, maybe there is something to this, But they know how they feel. They know that they want you. They know, but I really feel like they've been denying that, or they've kind of just been. It's less denying it and more so like, that just won't happen. That can't happen, or it won't happen, or there's nothing there. It can't really be there. But it's like, kind of like there's cracks, right? There was like a wall there, but now there's cracks, and like it's kind of leaching through. There's light kind of shining through, shining through, shining through. Slowly, their spirit guides are working on it, right? Exactly. Seven of Cups in reverse. Slowly, the clouds are lifting. The kind of confusion energy is kind of lifting off this person, because they're realizing there's a lot. This person has gone through a lot of losses here recently, or they went through a lot of power moments. This person could have lost a lot of people in their life. They could have gone through a very public or nasty divorce or something like that. Okay, for some of them. Or in the past, they could have done that, gone through a nasty breakup. But here recently, it's been more lighthearted for this person. They've been a lot, well, lighthearted in the sense of they're forgiving a lot, moving on a lot, healing a lot, right? There's a lot more opportunities coming into this person. Remember, I was saying it's kind of like, I'm like, if there's light, it's showing like boom, 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 right? Like striking, hitting, opening themselves up, ooh, to this devil energy, right? I really feel like in the past, this person was being heavily attacked by like devil energy. Wow. Which is why they're in this protection mode right now, right? Let's move on to this protection. Yeah. I really feel like they're wanting to protect this union, right? They're taking up arms against it, or not against it, but for it. Yeah, they're holding on to it. That is something that I was getting to out of that Four of Pentacles, was that they were really holding on to this union, holding on to wanting to make this work, you know, wanting to defend it and fight it against devil energy. Yeah, this person could be like, this person could have had other options. They could have just had other things that they were prioritizing over this, you know, but those things are being taken away, or they're kind of like moving out of this person's life. Yeah, this person's kind of, this person could have had a very awakened experience at a very young age, and they kind of closed that down, right, out of fear, or out of the fact that maybe they would express things to family members, and family members would be like, you're crazy, or you're not really seeing that, it's not really real, get over it, it's just the monster in your closet, or it's just, you know, it's that, just go to bed, it's fine, you're fine, get out, like, just grow the hell up, right? And so this person became a very person that was like, oh, well, my parents are saying it's not real, so it's not real. And they just close themselves down to the more like spiritual side, right? I really feel like that's something that could definitely be changing, right? Exactly, that page keeps coming up, right? This person, Hierophant in reverse, is challenging these old beliefs, these old mindsets that were put into them, like, well, maybe some of this shit is real, you know, maybe I'm not so crazy, maybe they're probably having a lot of, you know, some of that Nine of Swords energy could be having dreams and memories come back up from their childhood, like, should I remember when I used to see this, or when I used to saw that, or when I used to just feel certain things, or see, you know, they could have seen auras, or seen, you know, seen spirits or things like that when they were younger. And then their parents told them those, you know, it's not real. It's not real. Get over it. Move on from it. You know, like, it's not real. Like, you can't be scared of it. You got to just move on, you know? And so this person just, yeah, they just closed their eyes. They just closed down their their third eye chakra, and just, you know, told themselves over and over again, it's not real. It's not real. It's not real. And that just like solidified, right? Calcified their pituitary gland, right? Just that calcification, and that, no, magic's not real. Grow up, get over it, move on from it, become much more of like a 3D world person, like, get real. And so I really feel like this person might have been told a lot, like, get real. That shit's not real. You need to grow up. You need to get over it. You need to let go of all that magic and all that childhood stuff. Let it die, right? And move on. It's time to grow up, right? And all of that imaginary, all of that stuff, it's not real. None of that shit's real, you know? And I feel like that person got told that a lot. And now this person, right, is on this journey here, right, to reawaken their senses. Like I said, page, right? They're on a journey. They're really starting to understand. I really feel like this person was dealing with a lot of, because that's the thing though, if you're not awakened to it, right, you don't understand when you're being spiritually attacked. You don't understand when you're being held down by that devil energy, right? Because you don't know, you're ignorant to it. You have no idea, right? It's when you are aware of it that you can actually identify it, and you can actually defend yourself against it, right? This person could have been unknowingly to them, because they were so unaware, they could have been really, I'm hearing the word pursued, you know, by some dark energy. They could have, yeah, they didn't know. They didn't know how to protect themselves. They didn't know how to. I really feel like their spirit guides unconsciously to them would really try. You know, that's when we first start waking up. Or at least that's how I experienced it in my life. Right, when I first started waking up to my spiritual gifts, and really digging into my. I'm sorry, this is not. Hello. My. I'm so sorry. My device is having a really hard time focusing today this morning. Apparently. My apologies for the blurriness, but it's when you start waking up, there's certain things that you felt just a natural affinity to, right? Or I did for me. There were certain places, certain, you know, like me. I've always loved rocks and crystals, amethyst. Amethyst has been like one of my favorite stones for my whole entire life. I didn't, when I was younger, I didn't really believe in like the spiritual. I really didn't research it, and I really didn't look into like the spiritual side of it, dealing with the properties of it and everything like that. I really wasn't into that. But even from a very young age, me and my family, when we were younger, we went on a, I almost got a field trip. It wasn't a field trip. It was just with my family, right? But that's how I saw it in my mind. It was like, oh my God, it's like we're going on a field trip. So awesome. Me and my grandparents traveled a lot when I was younger, so that was awesome. They were awesome for that. But we traveled and we went to this cave system, right? And we went to the underground caves. And we walked around and went on this huge tour. And you went like the deep underground, and they turned off all the lights and how dark it was and all this other stuff, which I was scared because I hated the dark when I was younger. I'm still not that fond of it now, but it is what it is. And I remember we went into a gift shop, and I was so drawn to this crystal geode that was there, right? And I was like, oh my gosh, Grandma, can I please get this? It's so beautiful. My grandma was like, yeah, sure, I'll get it for you. We're on vacation. I'll get it for you. And I'm like, oh my God, this is so awesome, right? I don't even know. But I had well, it was some years ago, right? It was like, yeah, probably like 20, 25 years ago, 20 years ago or so. So the prices were maybe a little bit lower, right? But it was a good chunk. It was a good chunk of geode of amethyst. It was an amethyst geode, right? And I kept that for so long. I kept it around my room. I kept it on my bedside table. It sat there every night when I went to sleep, just because I was just like, oh, this is so beautiful. I just want to look at it. And I just want it to be near me. And it just makes me feel so happy, And I used to sit there and just hold it and play with it. And I just loved it, right? I was a little kid. I just loved it. I didn't understand why I liked it. But now as an adult, I do understand why I liked it. I do like this. You guys see my amethyst crystal. I wear it every single day. I still love to have amethyst. I wear multiple amethyst crystals every single day, right? And I still have that piece of that geode now. It's so the color of it is so worn out because I didn't know anything about like keeping it away from the sun and doing stuff like that. I used to put it in the sun and put it in my window, and then I would like take it out of my window. But now I know I was like sun charging it and things. But there was just all these things that because I didn't have the knowledge, I was unawakened to it, but just naturally I was doing all these things that now I do with intent. Now I understand why I just was so naturally drawing to do those things, right? To have certain crystals around me, to do certain things, to do certain like ritualistic, like repeating of things and drawing things and things that I was just naturally very drawn to when I was younger. And I don't mean ritualistic as in like demonic or anything like that, but just like ritualistic as a part of like doing it repeatedly over and over again. I was about that. I was about everything in cycles. I was always about the moon. I was always about things like that. And now in certain cultures and certain places in the world, and now that I have gone through this awakening that I'm going through now, I'm like, oh, I've always loved these things. I've always been so naturally drawn to doing certain things, or naturally drawn to certain crystals, or naturally drawn to certain things, and naturally drawn to certain metals and colors and things like that. And now as I've gotten older, I'm just like, oh wow, you know, oh wow. As I'm waking up, and when I was first waking up and doing other tarot readings, there would be certain colors and certain things that would come up. Oh, you're really oh, you're really surrounded by this angel, and then I would always and then I would go and look up signs of this angel, or signs of this spirit guides or something around you, and I would be like, holy crap, I've been being shown these signs and these symbols for my whole entire life. I just didn't have the context for them, right? These things have been resonating for me for my whole entire life. I just didn't understand the deeper meaning behind it. And then once I did, spirit was like, yes, 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 like boom, 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 like everywhere, 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 right? Like the more I researched, the more I got into, the more I was just like, oh my gosh, right? Spirit was like, finally, yes, 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 you're listening. Yes, 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 this. And I feel like that's what's happening with this person, right? They're really, really, really slowly like opening up, starting to do a little bit of research, starting to read a little bit, and they're like, oh, but and it's like that, and I see this, and I've always noticed that, and oh, what? And, you know, I've always, like, every time I look at the clock, I see these numbers like all the time throughout my whole entire life. And suddenly I start studying numerology, and it's so significant. Or I look up certain angel numbers, and they're so significant to exactly what's been happening at those moments. And uh, what's going on here? It's kind of it's kind of the beginnings, right? It's the beginning stages, the beginning open up of what's happening, of this person being like, I'm seeing it. Starting to think maybe something's happening. Maybe, maybe something is going on here. Kind of energy this person is giving me. And it's really, look at that. Nine of Wands. They're learning from these karmic lessons. They're starting to identify, oh, I'm starting to learn, but they're at the very baby stages, right? They're still at the page level. They're still early. They're still learning. They're still growing. And it's fine. We all have to be there, but enlightenment, right? This age of Aquarius is opening this person's mind up, right? And let me tell you, that block that they put on their third eye was massive. Okay, their crown chakra massively blocked. This person heard for years, that's not real, that's not real, that's not real. And then they spent years telling themselves, that's not real, that's not real, that's not real. Because it really comforted them to think that the things that they saw or they heard or they felt when they were a child wasn't real, right? Because to a child, when you see certain things, it's really fucking scary, right? Yeah. Oh, I'm trying to pull one more for this right here. But we have the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Lovers in reverse. Again, that's the third time the Lovers in reverse has really came out here. Tell me more about this Lovers in reverse. Yeah. Not starting down their divine path. Rejection. Yeah, they had to learn. This person had more lessons. It's nothing personal, okay? The reason it had nothing to do with you. It was not the reason this person didn't come forward or didn't see what this was. This person just wasn't ready. They weren't awakened to it yet. It wasn't their time. There was other things in their life that they had to get rid of, other things in their life that was holding them back. Yeah, they had to wake up, right? They had to wake up to a lot of things, learn these lessons so they could start trusting their intuition and start trusting the divine guidance that they were given. They really, really, really had to start this journey, right? They started at a page. You got to start a page before you can become a king or a queen, right? You got to start first, right? And I keep saying that this person just kept, the journey kept calling this person, right? And even, I'm really getting a big sense of 717 released it out to me on the clock right then, that this person might not even call it a spiritual journey. This person just knows there's something that they're being guided to do, right? And so they're starting to wake up to it. This person has made a really big decision with this Lover's card in reverse here, right? The Lover's card is about having choices, right? Choosing a karmic path or choosing a higher path, right? And I really feel like this person got very tempted here with this ace, right? They got given a choice. They got offered a choice. And this person, what I'm really feeling really big here is one looked like their wish fulfillment and one really was their wish fulfillment, right? Now this could not even be a choice between a person, right? It could be, start opening up, start believing in yourself, start believing in some of the things you've been telling yourself for, this person could have been telling themselves for 30 years that the things that they saw in their childhood wasn't real, right? So for a lot of you, it was walk a divine path or fall to a generational curse, right? To fall to this generational karmic lesson here, right? magic isn't real, all the spirituality stuff is not that real, or all the things that I saw when I was younger, it wasn't real. The feelings that I have, the energies that I saw around people, nah, it's not real, right? It's whatever. Just move on. Just close it down. It'll go away. Just ignore it, right? Which it will go away if you ignore it for long enough, right? But it's coming back around for this person because it's not their destiny in this lifetime to ignore it, right? It is actually their destiny to rise above ignoring it, right? Judgment, right? That was the choice. Walk down a divine path, wake up, right? Wake up to what's actually happening around you, to the real world that's around you, the real higher spiritual world that's around you, or stay asleep. That was the choice this person had, right? Go on a journey, you know, or deny your journey. Wow. Wow, spirit. But there was, the timing, you know. I really feel like you just woke up sooner than this person, you know. I think that you would probably say in the time that you've gone through a lot too, right? That you've woken up a lot to a lot more things as well. That you have had karmic experiences, relationships, and situations as well, where you've been asked, are you going to walk on your path, or are you going to stay silent? Are you going to stay holding yourself back in these karmic cycles, right? For a lot of you, there's still other karmic cycles. It might not be love, so for some of you it is, right? But for some of you, these karmic cycles have been persisting, and there's still other karmic cycles that you need to work through as well. There is this sense here that there is supposed to be some kind of union. They're supposed to be learning something from each other. And I really feel like this learning opportunity was denied here. Or it just wasn't quite time for it yet. I'm hearing a second chance, though. Yeah, a second chance to work together with this person, to build something. Whether or not it's a relationship, or just a friendship, or just a situation where you're helping each other learn and grow and develop and experience new things. Yeah. I really feel like it's breaking generational curses here, right? Staying woke. Are you waking up or staying asleep? And when I said staying woke, I wanted to put that staying woke or staying asleep, right? Fighting your gifts, fighting waking up to what you're supposed to be doing and what your ultimate, life purpose is, no matter whatever it is, the journey that you're supposed to be walking down this lifetime, the lessons that you're supposed to be learning, and what you're supposed to be doing with those lessons that you're learning, or, just committing to staying in that same old job that your parents want you to have, staying in that same old relationship that your parents want you to stay in, or the society tells you should be in, or the things that you've always been taught your whole life to just accept, that magic's not real, that tarot and then all this other stuff is not that real, that it's all kind of hullabaloo. I don't even say that, but what is that? I know what the word hullabaloo means, but I'm like, that's so crazy. Just kind of like, this person could have been raised by like their grandparents. I'm just getting a very like old school vibe off of this person, where they're just like, shit like that is not real. Right? It's a very like eye rolly, like if you said something about like believing in astrology or doing tarot or doing something like that, this person would be like, oh, okay, sure, okay. They might not call you crazy, or they might not, they might still be your friend, but they'll kind of just be like a little dismissive about the more like spiritual aspects of all of this stuff, right? But then, I don't know, this person is kind of waking up to it, opening up to it, being like, maybe there is something. Maybe I was kind of wrong, and there was something. Like, what did you say? What did you say? Oh, I was kind of saying maybe there was kind of wrong. Maybe there is something to this. Like, Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What kind of experiences did you have? Spirit woke that ass up, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Spirit came in here and really temperance, right? Kind of tempered this whole situation, right? Brought some harmony, brought some balance to the situation. Um, there's definitely a big purpose here, right? There's definitely a purpose um, between you and this person. And I really feel like, really strongly, you and this person were fighting it. You're having to fight off a lot of trust issues, jealousy, trust issues. Uh, I'm hearing negative Nancy's, people that just don't believe in you. Um, a lot of those people that are still around you, and as well as those people's energy that lies within you, right? A lot of your self sabotage, a lot of your self hate, a lot of your self misunderstanding, how you put yourself down or you talk about yourself, or just the belief issues that you have with yourself, in magic, in a positive spiritual outcome, and a lot of different things, right? A lot of hurt and a lot of pain that you've had to work your way through, right? And a lot of times we talk about this on the channel, right? How people will fight to stay asleep because it seems comforting, right? It seems comforting to stay under the blanket, to stay in the dark, to stay just because it's what you've always known, right? And someone comes along and tries to snatch those covers off of you, and you're like, I'm not ready to wake up. Stop. No. Just 5 more minutes. Like, Jesus. Is it time for me to wake up right now? Yes. I was in the middle of a beautiful dream. Well, reality is knocking at your door. And reality might seem very harsh, and it might seem very cold, and it might seem very, it's bright and it's blinding and it's all these things. But if you stay in bed, you don't ever go outside and experience all of the wonderful things that are out there in the world, right? Yeah, there are some fucked up things out there in the world too, but you don't experience the true beauty of the things that are out there too. Staying in your dark, huddled up, and it's all warm and it's cozy and it's your comfort zone. But if you just stay in bed all day, what kind of life are you really living? If you just stay buried underneath the covers with your head like an ostrich with your head in the sand kind of energy, right? Like where are you going? What are you doing? You're only experiencing half of it. And on top of that, with your head in your sand, you're leaving yourself exposed and open, and you're unaware of all the things that could be lurking there as well. Right? And you're staying unaware of all of the things that once you're aware of them, you could defend yourself against them. But it's cold out there. Well, guess what? We make these things called jackets and clothes, and you can put them on and they keep you warm. Oh, but it's bright out there. We make these things called sunglasses, and you can put them on and they help defend your eyes. Oh, but staying underneath the covers, you never learn that. You never open yourself up. You never let somebody give you the chance to go, hey, we have these things called clothes, and they actually help you while we're out here. We have these things called sunglasses and hats and shoes, because while you're warm in the covers, you know, you don't know about all those things. And you don't know how you can help defend yourself and how you can help prepare yourself to go out there and face the world so that you can see how beautiful the world is. Well, I'm tired. Well, of course you're tired. You've been laying down your whole life. But if you get up and you start working and you start getting at it, you'll get your muscle strength back up. You'll learn how to stand. You'll learn how to walk. You'll put on some clothes. And you'll go figure out how to open up a doorknob and open up a door and walk down the steps and walk outside and experience a whole different type of life. But you have to get there first. And you have to push yourself outside of your comfort zone to get there. And yes, it's very blinding and it's very cold and it's very ugh at first. But then you learn it's not so bad. Right? Then you learn, yeah, it's nice to go lay down in the bed sometime, but honestly, it doesn't compare to being out there experiencing a whole world of things and meeting a whole world full of people and talking and learning and getting up and going to work and going to school and making money and learning things and experiencing culture and music and food and all the things out there that life has to give you. And your subconscious, right? Your ego will just keep telling you, no, just stay in the bed. You feel how warm and how nice it is, and it's so cold, and there are people out there, and they'll hurt you, and it's terrible, and nobody really wants to be out there. Isn't it just so nice to stay here underneath the covers where it's all cold and warm, and it's everything you've ever known? Like, yeah. However, what about all that other stuff that your ego is not telling you about? Right? So there's definitely a lot of that happening here. Karmic relationships, right? This person had to learn a lot. New earth, it's happening. Keep holding your vision. Yeah. There's this whole new world, right? Like, oh my gosh, there's a whole fucking world out there. Look, right? This person's over here, a whole new world, right? Excuse me, soul growth and conflict. Yeah, this person had to go through a lot of conflict, right? A lot of burdens to help build something different, right? But in that building, there's all different kind of shit. There's our traumas. There's all, our terribly learned behaviors and everything that we have to spend our time undoing, right? And redoing and rewiring our mind and rewiring our brain to think differently and to experience things differently. Inner Earth, yeah. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. New solutions and new beginnings, right? That's like this earth energy, right? This world energy, sorry, right? Inner earth. You go in and work on that inner self, right? You'll survive this. You'll get through it. All this work of getting up and learning about how to walk, how to talk, how to get out there, how to interact, it's worth it. Push yourself beyond your little comfort zone, beyond your little bubble. Called soul gifts and training. It's up. It's time to step up. Hello, right? Look at that person. They're like, oh, like, okay, look, like, you want something, you could here, wrap this blanket around you. Then go out there and get out there into the world. There's a whole fucking universe out there. It's time to wake up to it, right? You're being called. Wow. Loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Hello? Hello. Right? Loosen your grip. Let go of your control issues, right? Let God in. You've been dealing with a lot of coping mechanisms that are keeping you small, right? I feel like both of you had to learn this. You know? You might have woken up sooner in human time to this person, right? On the timeline, you might have awakened earlier than this person did, but this person is on their own path, is on their own journey, is on their own time, scale. And a person has to be ready, right? You're not alone. Isolation, physical connection, community. Look at this, right? Look at that connection. A more over, right? Look. Yeah, I really feel like you felt like that instant connection with this person. This person felt that too, but they just weren't ready for it yet. Okay, two more. Okay, two more, please, Spirit. Yeah, I feel like you're going to be having the community card here in this You're Not Alone is really standing out to me here. Right? This is also a connectivity with God, with your spirit guides, with, right? Because this person is having like this energy connection right here, right? Not only your energy connection with this person, but your energy connection to your spirit guides, to the other world, to your higher self, as well as this person, right? I'm sorry. Defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. Yeah. All right. They just wanted me to read that one. I'm going to put it back in there. I feel like these next two are going to be very significant because Spirit's taken a while to bring them out. And I really feel like that's, I feel like the connection between you and this person has just been energetic so far. Not a big, heavy physical connection with this person as of yet. For some of you, you haven't even met this person. You've just energetically connected with them. Okay, I'm going to take this one. Lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. Yeah. And I was going to say, I really feel like you've had a past life connection with this person. A whole group of cards fell out on the ground, but I'm here. Okay. What is this card? Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wish you had. Exactly. Yeah. Right? Remember how I was saying earlier, too, about how this person was really raised to kind of like, no, like condense, force yourself into a certain mold. No, this is the way you're supposed to be. No, this is the way you're supposed to be, the void. But it was in reverse, right? Definitely. And now this person is learning how to be the leader they wish they had. Be something different. Yeah. You're not for everyone. Exactly. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness. Face your true north. True north. North node. Your north node. I was talking about that, right? Getting out of your comfort zone. Right? The blue flame. Spontaneous awakening, activation, integration time. Yeah. Or is that initiation? Integration now. Right? I told you, right? You and this person both. I really feel like in energetically meeting this person, for some of you, like physically meeting this person, it caused that really big awakening in this person, right? We are the Hathors, deep love, mother's milk, birth as a portal. I was gonna say that. I was gonna say something about kids here with this forge don't follow because we were talking about learning how to be different in the way that you were raised, right? Learning how to break those ancestral patterns, learning how to do things a little bit of a different way, right? There's a lot of pink energy here. I'm hearing Archangel Samuel. Archangel Samuel works with the pink ray, right? I'm hearing that. Archangel Samuel is also the one that helps with guiding soulmate, twin flame relationships, or just soulmate relationships in general. People who are going to really be like, really provide a lot of soul growth in your life, right? Soulmate relationships. Yeah. Hmm. There's like really big mother energy here with this. A lot of like, brought together by like for some of you it could be like kind of like the Virgin Mary kind of energy here, or for some of you you could work with different like kind of like mother gods or goddesses, or that kind of in general energy of that kind of like reparenting, remothering, kind of making you feel like kind of having to unlearn some of the kind of like harsher ways that you were taught to think about yourself, behaving yourself, see the world, and kind of getting a much more kind of like softer, more like nurturing kind of feel to it. I was really drawn to look outside, and I just looked outside, and there was a squirrel, like on a branch on a tree outside. It was like really close to my window, and it makes me think about squirrels like gathering things and putting it away, right? Gathering things and putting it away. And it's making me feel like about how, as I'm talking about, right, about how you were given certain things and they were put away in your subconscious. Given certain things, they were put away in your subconscious, And sometimes we can be given just beautiful, loving things, right? It can be like you're a great person, do right by people, have a great morality, and sometimes it can be you're stupid, you don't know what you're talking about, keep yourself small. You don't know. It just really depends on how you were raised and how, like, what kind of things that your parents put in your subconscious. And I feel like you and this person both had to learn had to spend a lot of time unlearning a lot of the kind of like very negativity that was the negative side of the things that were put into your subconscious as a child, right? Past life relationship. Definitely, big vibes of past life relationship here. Yeah, exactly. Both of you had to learn how to give yourself and what unconditional love really looked like to you, what it would feel like to you, being able to recognize it, right? Yeah, being asked exactly, right? To face your codependency, right? To have these heart to heart, these real conversations with yourself and other people in your life, and really face this codependency, to make the effort, right? Great love is worth taking the steps you're being guided to take, right? To come towards, to be able to actually come together and break outside of a lot of this codependency. For a lot of you, it's feeling very alone and isolated. And because you felt like, for some of you or this person, they might have felt like they were destined to be alone. And because they accepted that in their life, they pushed away other people and other people's energies, right? They manifested that for themselves. Yeah, worth waiting for, divine timing. Yeah. So you really had to wait. I really feel like for a lot of you, you and this person really had to wait to be in a space where you would accept this love in your life with this person, right? Or with this thing. Like I said in the very beginning, it this very much so could all be about happening within yourself, right? This doesn't have to be about you coming into union with another person. It could all be about accepting a deep, truer, more loved version of yourself, which it is about that, right? But on a well, that is the deeper level. But on another level, right, it's also about that when you do that, you can actually manifest really powerful soulmate relationships into your life when you spend that time doing the shadow work, balancing out, bringing this inner union to yourself. When you're spending the time doing that, challenging yourself, pushing yourself beyond your old beliefs and old limiting mindsets that you were taught, that's when you can have this new type of energy come into your life. Yeah, and have this moment where you can actually really have like this moment of love expression, you know, because you're expressing that love from within yourself, you can express that love to somebody else. Yeah, chemistry, right? There's a strong magnetic attraction here. The more you love yourself, the more you bring in the energy of people that will have a truer, deeper type of love for you as well, right? Give this relationship a chance. Yeah, that's a relationship and a true love of yourself, as well as, within a, exterior to another relationship outside of yourself, right? Express your love came out again. It is safe for you to love and let go of your control issues. Let go of your control issues. Getting to know each other wanted to show itself, as well as, wow, soulmate, right? Okay. Yeah. Getting to know yourself, getting to know this person, being more open, right? Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all, and let go of control issues. Allow this person to allow the situation to unfold naturally. So, right, understanding that there's natural divine time and divine order in this situation, and to be able to understand that you will only be able to love when you feel like it is safe for you to love, right? That you will only be able to experience that true love when you understand that it is safe for you to love, right? And that pushing people away, or that forever alone, or that I don't know if I'll ever met the right person kind of energy is what stops the right person from being able to really come into your life, right? Because it was too much based on what you had already experienced in the past, and letting something, instead of letting something new come into your life. Look at that fucking cut right there. Wow. Well, it's not a cut, but look at that soulmate wedding, right? This definitely, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that, right? Yeah, because religious factors, right? This is all part of your spiritual path. This is definitely a soulmate energy that you could end up getting married to, or having a really serious contract with, right? Wow. Yeah, very soon romantic feelings. So your feelings are real and worth exploring. Right? What did I say? In the very beginning, this person was like, that shit's not real. That shit's not real. Right? It's not real. Soulmate's not real. There's no way. I didn't see this person and fall in love with them. That's not real. Right? No, no. Kind of energy. Or like I said, this could be energy that's coming towards you. Give this right, give this relationship a chance. And look here, with this honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. You could very soon, right? If you're watching this live, it's going up now. It's at like the beginning of December. It's holiday season now, right? I just heard, oh, what Christmas song is that? It's the holiday season. Well, whoop de doo. And dickory dock. And don't forget to hang up your sock. Right? I'm trying to think. Because just exactly at 12 o'clock, he'll be coming down the chimney down. He'll be coming down the chimney. Yeah, right? I love Christmas music, you guys. I do. But that's not one that I listen to very often, but I do. I do love Christmas music. So definitely, if you, this is definitely, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, okay, it could be happening around Christmas time or around that's now, right? Very soon. That's now, right? Wow. Yeah, I just heard that just exactly at 12 o'clock. So maybe this has something to do with New Year's. You can meet this person around New Year's, around Christmas time, New Year's. You can meet this person. It's like just on time. It's like there's a certain time, like a destined time or a destined meeting or a certain time that this person is gonna come around. Mhm. I just keep hearing that. It's the holiday season. Yeah, it's like tradition, right? Traditions. Like you're doing like stuff with family. It's tradition. It's like, oh, it's tradition that that it's the holiday season, that you're spending time, that you're hanging up your sock, that that Santa Claus is coming. It's coming at a certain time. Like this is happening. So it's like doing these traditions, doing these rituals. I was talking about that, right? Doing these rituals, doing these things, setting up those kind of traditions, right? True love. Wow. Make the effort because this is true love. Wow. With reconciliation on the back of the deck. Wow. This is a really, yeah, and then look, right? Healing those family issues, right? While you guys have been spending this time healing those family issues. Yeah. It's also given me a very big, right? This is a soulmate energy. So this is a person that manifests in your life during multiple lifetimes, or an energy that manifests into your life at a certain time, at a certain place in your journey. You manifest in each other's lives at a certain place at a certain time. Soulmate energy to really learn from each other, to grow from each other. There's certain things that you have to do first. You have to learn how to make the effort. You have to wake up. You have to start accepting certain things in your life, right? To be able to call this person in their soulmate energy. It's like, okay, it's time. They're ready. They're both kind of doing the thing, and they're, setting it up, and they're believing, and they're manifesting each other into your lives. Whoever this person is, they're soulmate energy, okay? They're really significant to you, okay? So like I said, for a lot of you, this is going to be a person that you end up marrying. I don't know if I'm going to guarantee that for all of you, right? Because it's also about your choices, about this person's choices in the future, and how you decide to handle the situation here. But it's like, it's the big possibilities here. Yeah, it's big possibilities. It's a lot of exchanging and coming in and leveling out energies, bringing harmony to situations here, right? I'm just getting a big, like, it's time. Okay, it's time now. Okay, it's time. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Yeah, exactly. Like I said, you're extending your energy out, but you had to get it more like lighthearted first. A lot of things, a lot of karmic cycles that you guys have both had to go through, karmic lessons that you had to learn, right? Before certain soulmates can come into our lives, before certain things can happen, right? Certain karmic relationships, certain lessons have to be learned, certain time and places, and sometimes we have to be in a certain time in a certain place. Like sometimes we have to, not only like physically, right? But also spiritually, mentally, emotionally. We have to be in the kind of right energy, right? If we want certain soulmates or certain people to come into our life, there's a certain energy that has to line up. Our frequencies have to line up with those people, right? And both people's frequency has to line up, right? To draw those certain people into your life, right? And this is going to be a person that's going to teach you, a lot about love. It's going to make you feel very safe to love, right? So either way, whoever this person ends up being, whatever this energy is that's coming in, it's teaching you how to feel safe to love, how to express your love, how to love yourself more, You know, that's the overall energy of this interaction or this person or this energy that's coming into your life. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, wow, it's really beautiful either way, right? Look at look at that. Look at that. Yule, winter. Look at that. Yule is Christmas. Well, it's not Christmas, but you know what I mean. Wow, and look, rebirth, right? A rebirth during the. I just keep hearing that. It's the holiday season. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy, right? Definitely a big energy around this winter time and around Christmas. Okay, so even if you don't celebrate Christmas or whatever it is you celebrate, you guys know. You guys know. And look, cycles. We were talking about that cycle coming around again and again, right? Wow. Yeah, due to this all the shadow work, right? Why is that here, Spirit? Oop. What card was this that flew out? Temperance. Masculine energy here. Okay. There's definitely a big energy here with this hex energy coming out. Okay, that there was a masculine energy here that was dealing with a lot of just really heavy energy, right? That they've been clearing out. Okay. Now I'm not saying that this person was necessarily like actually like hexed or cursed or somebody put a spell on this person. I'm not necessarily saying that. It definitely could be, like I said, spell work is just speaking things into existence. Remember how I said earlier how I was like they had people in their life telling them it's not real, it's not real, it's not real, magic's not real, this stuff's not real, this stuff's not real. But being on this journey, being an emperor, being a masculine, being a divine masculine requires you to wake up and have this certain level of faith and trust and spirituality and knowledge and being like, yes, this is real, right? And I really feel like that's what this masculine has really had a hard time. They've had a hard time taking themselves out of their 3D mind, right? Hello, lessons, all these karmic lessons. Yeah. With this right here, this kind of rejection energy and also kind of victim kind of mindset. It was like, yeah, I just keep hearing that it's not real, it's not real, it's not real, get over it, get over it. It's a lot of feeling of what I know in my heart is not real, what I feel is not real, my intuition is not real, it's not a real thing. It's just a lot of fear and a lot of doubt and a lot of fear and doubt energy that was put into this person, and just believing and trusting their gut instinct, to trusting that kind of like deeper feeling of, I don't have evidence for this, but I just know how I feel. That's been like the main lesson for this person. I know how I feel. And I might not have proof, but I just know. I have that feeling, right? That I want to be with this person, that I'm supposed to be with this person, or I'm supposed to be doing this, or I'm supposed to be following this path. You know, it might not make sense to other people, but I just know this is who I'm supposed to be. This is what I'm supposed to be doing, right? I can't wait anymore. Look at that judgment. This is my divine path. Period. Waking up. Hello. Healing. Hope. Stop waiting around, right? That King of Wands energy. Wow. I'm an Empress, and I'm supposed to be going towards that person. Like, and both of y'all I've been dealing with this energy. Okay? It wasn't just this masculine. It was the feminine as well. Right? And like I said, if you're not dealing with anybody, this could definitely be energy within yourself. Waking up, healing your divine masculine, and your divine feminine as well, right? For some of you, because I was doing this and going divine masculine, for some of you, you might have had a very kind of like switched position, right? You might have had a mother that was that was very much so in masculine energy, and you could have had a father that was very much so in feminine energy, right? A kind of more passive father and a more person. So it's kind of like this kind of reversal of energy, right? So you've had to come into a much more natural alignment to, you know, what is that? It's a it's a June bug. I don't know where it came from, but it just like it just I said it just no, you know, it just like flew off from over there. I don't know. It probably like crawled in some crack in my window or something. It's like I don't know. It's so hard to know the difference if it's a June bug or if it's a stink bug. Is it a karmic or is it my divine counterpart? Is it a June bug or is it a stink bug? That's also a big who is it, who is it, who is it kind of vibe that's here with this. What am I doing? Who is it? Who am I? Which side should I choose, right? That lover's card. Is it fine and perfectly fine, it's not going to hurt me, or is it just going to be like it was in the past? Yeah. For some of y'all, you weren't, if this is okay, a person that was choosing something over you, I don't even feel like you were fighting an actual person, right? You were fighting the memory of a person, right? The memory of all the pain and all the things from the past that really hurt this person. That was the karmic. That was the hex that this person was really trying to uplift off of themselves, right? And yes, some of these people, like their parents and things like that, could still be in this person's life, you know? So yeah, it was an action, you know, but it's more like a thought process that this person had to cleanse out of their mind, clearance, right? Had to sweep away, had to cleanse out of their mind. And it took cycles, right? It took cycles to bring this balance into this person's life, for them to learn how to protect their energy and really, with a sky mirror, take a really deep look at themselves and reflect on this and the thought of this union, right? Wow. What is that? Oh, I don't know where that came from. Sorry, I thought that was another bug. I was like, why are just bugs just popping up out of nowhere? It's not. It wasn't a bug. It was a piece of ash. But I was like, I don't know why my brain was like, what is that? Sorry, you guys. It'd be like that sometimes. Okay. My brain telling me speaking to make. Yes. Security. Yeah. This person has to investigate, has to feel 100% secure in someone before they would invest in them, right? Get to know everything about them. Yeah, summer in reverse. Growth, right? Because it's showing me like kind of like spring is when you plant, right? In general, right? You plant in the spring, in the summer it grows, in the fall you harvest, and then in the winter the ground rests and replenishes itself, right? And then it comes around to the spring, it defaults, you know, and that's when you plant a lot of your seeds, right? So it's giving me this big sense of this when the summer coming out in reverse is that this situation, this person wasn't allowing this situation to grow because spring, as you saw, the spring card never came out, right? They were never allowing the situation to be planted. They were never allowing the situation to grow to fruition, right? There was the fall and the winter time, and the winter card came out, right? So this person, it's like this person just snatched up, you know, the growth before it could really grow, or just snatched up something and then went straight to closing it down, right? Like I said before, this person made a quick decision, right? But that Fool card kept showing itself in reverse. The person made a quick decision to just walk away or close this down or tell themselves, nah. This ain't it. Just walk away. Just move on. Anyway. You know? But in the meantime, this person's gone through a lot. And this person is looking at the situation like, why didn't I give this a chance? Why didn't I let this grow? Why didn't I, I know how I felt. So why did I run away? Right? So in that is giving this person a lot of time and a lot of energy this person has been placing towards like putting forth this effort, right? To saying, you know, like why did I knew how I felt, or I know, so why did I run away? Why am I, even if it's like, okay, even if this isn't my person, why, when I was so attracted and I wanted this person so bad, why didn't I go for it? Why didn't I shoot my shot? Why didn't I try? Why do I just give up? Why do I just, oh, that's not going to work anyway, and just don't even try? Well, there's one single way to guarantee that something will not work, and it's to walk away and not try. And this person's like, but why? Okay, so I shoot my shot, maybe I don't make it, but maybe I do. But you get zero goals, or you hit zero of your goals if you don't even try, right? You do not make any of the baskets that you do not try, that you do not shoot your shot. It's 100% guaranteed that you won't get it from just not even trying and just walking away. But it gave me this really big feeling that this person was like, but then I have to learn how to pick up the ball, and then I have to bend over, and then I have to pick it up, and I have to learn how to dribble, and I have to learn how to calculate it, and then I have to learn how to shoot. And it was like this person was just like so over breaking it down, instead of just being like, I'm just gonna pick up this ball and try and try, right? With that King of Wands, over analyzing everything to death until they over analyzed it into, this can't be real. Anyway, moving on. Yeah. Yeah. Cleansing in reverse. This person, in grounding in reverse. This person very much so just was like, nah. Earth and water. This person, you or this person could have really strong earth and water in their charts as well. Look, I knew it would come out. There's that boundaries card, right? This person had it to learn. There could have been a water and an earth sign in this person's life that they had to learn how to put up really strong boundaries against, okay? Right? And they also walked away from letting some old energy cleanse and flow out of their life, and to get truly grounded, right? To how they really felt about things. It's giving me this very big energy of this person had to learn that their feet didn't have to be planted on the ground to feel grounded. It's like, you know, it didn't have to. It's a very much sense of, well, it doesn't have to be proven to be real to be real. Sometimes you just have to do things off faith. And that's what it was. This person did not have faith that they would make that shot, so they didn't bother to make it in the first place. Well, you're for sure not going to make it if you don't try. Nothing can ever happen between you and a person if you don't ever say hi. If you don't ever say and give it a shot, right? If you don't ever say, well, let me sit down and have a conversation with this person. Let me just spend some time getting to know them. Let me try. Let me ask them out on a date. You know, all they can do is say no. And if they say no, that sucks. But this person has a really big fear of rejection, because I feel, like I said, in their childhood, I felt like they felt so rejected, and they just didn't believe in themselves. They don't trust and they don't believe in themselves, or they didn't. Look at that. Feminine. That's you too, feminine. I feel like both of you dealing with it in different ways in your life, but that's at the base of it. That's the lesson that both of you were being asked to learn, right? Was to have faith and to have trust. And I felt like that for a lot of you lost faith and trust when this masculine didn't reciprocate the feelings that you had for them. So you said, oh, okay, whatever. As well, right? But in this whole like complicated freaking journey, as soon as you said, okay, whatever, and you walked away, that's when this person was like, well, maybe I do care about them. It was like the fear of losing you was more than the fear of being rejected. Yeah. So now this person, well, maybe I can page. I'm telling you, this person keeps coming out as a page. They're at the beginning of their journey, right? This person needs more growth and more understanding, but they're learning. Yeah. This person went through a lot of betrayal in their life, and they had to learn how to overcome that betrayal and overcome the fear. Fear was the major thing that slowed you and this person down. It wasn't necessarily other people. Um, I mean, not to say that there might have been other people who wouldn't have trusted in this or believed in this, but it was at the very, very base of all the rest of that, right? It's on this person, right? Their mom, their dad, their brother, their mates, their friends, their other people, their karmic in their life might have told them, nah, fuck that, don't go with that, don't go with that. But at the base of it, they knew how they felt inside. But yet they went against it, and at the base of it, they betrayed themselves. Right? And this person has had to learn that lesson. For a lot of you, they're in the process of learning that lesson now of I betrayed myself. I betrayed myself by stopping myself from trusting in myself, for having faith in myself, for believing, that intuitive gut feeling that I had about this is really, you know, what was this supposed to be? What could it have been? I feel like this person couldn't let go of that. Or they can't. I feel like that's the mode they're in right now. It's like I just can't let go of this. I can't let go of that. But what if, but what if, but what if, but what was it going to be, but what could it have been, but what should it have been, you know? All right. Well, I hope that this gave you the love, light, and clarity that you've been looking for, okay? If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Please think about subscribing and joining the tribe, joining the family. We would love to have you here, okay? Either way. If you're already subscribed, thank you so much, lovelies. I really appreciate you. I love you so very much. Thank you so much. Either way, whether you subscribe or you don't, thank you for the interaction on my channel. If let me know if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and or share this video with somebody you feel like it could help. If this is not your story, maybe it's somebody that you know. Maybe this video could help them. So think about that, okay? Thank you guys again for all your love, for all your light, for all your donations, for everybody that approaches me about personal readings and everything, and everybody that buys a personal reading and everything else. Thank you so, so very, very much. I hope that you guys are having a happy and wonderful holiday season, no matter what you celebrate, with your friends, with your family, and just with yourself, okay? Spread some love and light to yourself in this season, okay? And all year long, but right now, okay? And do what you need to do. It's really saying, I'm hearing that right here, right now. That song, like I don't even know what song that is, but yes, but I'm hearing that song. Uh, I don't even know if these are the lyrics to the song, but this is the lyrics that I'm hearing. This is the lyrics I always thought that it said, so I don't even know if this. What is that? Right about now, it's the funk soul brother. Check it out now. I don't know what. This is so weird. Okay, but you guys, you know that song. If it means something to you, let it be significant to you. If it's not, maybe look up the lyrics to the song. Okay. I just like my spirit guides would just throw so much just random shit out there into the universe for me to just like pick up. I'm just like, what does this mean? And I'm like, you know what? Surrender. If it doesn't mean something to me, it means something to somebody else. Look up the lyrics. If it resonates for you, if you're like, if you feel like there's something there for you, it's there for you. Look into it, boo. Okay. Like I said before, thank you so, so very much for all your kind, loving words, your support in all the ways that you do. I really appreciate you. I hope that you are having a blessed time right now in your life. Thank you so much, and I will see you lovelies in the next one. Bye.